We begin with a streak of violent crimes in Niagara Falls overnight and into this morning, just as a suspect is charged in a high-profile murder from almost 2 years ago. Good evening, I'm Mary Alice Demler.
And I'm Michael Wooten. 5 different crime scenes to tell you about. First, to the intersection of Portage Road and Cedar Avenue in the Falls. This is where a man was shot to death just before midnight. It was about an hour and a half after that there was an armed robbery reported on Main Street. Police say the victim there claimed that 2 robbers hit him in the head with a gun before then taking off.
Just minutes after that, on Elmwood Avenue, a man was shot in the face. That victim told police 2 suspects came up asking him for a light and then started shooting. Now, he survived that attack. Fast forward to 3:17 this morning, 2 people said they were threatened by a suspect with a gun near Main Street and Pine Avenue.
And then just a short time after that, right before 4 o'clock this morning, police arrested a man near Main and Park Place saying that he was armed with a gun when they saw him. This, of course, as you can see, very close to the previous incident, though we don't know yet if they were definitively connected. Police continue to investigate all of these crimes.
And that is obviously a concerning streak of violence for people living in Niagara Falls.
And today our Dave McKinley pressed the Niagara County District Attorney about the violence in the community. Dave, what did you learn?
Well, you know something, Michael, we wanted to get the perspective of the Niagara County District Attorney Brian Seaman on all of this because he is an elected official and technically he serves as the county's top law enforcement officer. But he really didn't have too much to say about it.
There's lots of societal issues that are going on right now. I don't want to speculate as to what combination of them are causing this particular upsurge in violent crime, both in Niagara Falls and nationwide.
The DA announced today, though, that more than 20 months after it occurred, an indictment was handed up against a man in connection with one particularly heinous crime in the Falls. It was the September 2020 murder of Mariah Wilson, a 28-year-old mother of 2, who was brutally slain inside her apartment. Today, a 28-year-old man who'd lived down the street from her at the time, Artel Hudson, was charged with first-degree murder. That is punishable by life in prison without the possibility of parole. It is also a rather rare charge in New York State, so we asked Seaman why he saw fit to bring that charge in this case.
You can charge a first-degree murder when somebody intentionally kills another person in the course of and in furtherance of particular crimes. In this case, we're charging that the defendant intentionally committed this murder in the course of and in furtherance of burglary in the 2nd degree and sexual abuse in the 1st degree.
Seaman would not discuss if the 2 knew each other or how, or in fact any of the evidence in the case which led them to bring the charges against Hudson. Around the same time that Mariah Wilson was murdered, there was an armed robbery of a convenience store for which Hudson was later charged. According to court documents obtained by 2 on Your Side, police tried to speak with him last summer about Wilson's murder, but Hudson denied any involvement. But then, about 5 months ago in December, those same documents indicate that he did give them a statement, which the court declined to release to us, so we don't know what he allegedly may have told them. Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.